2022 has been such a surprising year for mobile devices, mainly because the possibilities for mobile gaming is only getting broader. We've actually had tons of great games released only this September, but we just got a fresh batch of some really good looking games to pick up and play for free on your Android and iOS devices right now or very soon. Let's see. At number 1, from actually a little less than a week ago, we've got something here called Skyfall Chasers. This is a first-person shooter and battle royale game. It's an indie game and heavily inspired by games such as Apex Legends, albeit with a tad more mission-based, where the main goal is to just collect resources and search this target score in matches of up to 10 minutes. Game is totally free, has only in-app purchases, works just fine, takes you about 1 GB of space, and this is how it really looks.
Boosted! Here we go!
Keep pace, kids.
Now bear with me for a second. Coming up behind that from only 2 weeks ago, we have another rope game. I actually try to include one of these games once every while. It's a typical rope hero open world, except this one goes by the name Mafia City Wars, where you get to play as pretty much whatever you like your hero to look like. But you can then also, as always, shoot webs and swing across buildings as well. It's not a bad game, in fact, it's quite fine-tuned and smooth, takes you down for 150 MB of space, and is totally playable offline. It's just technically the old third-person shooter RPG formula. Take a really quick look. At number 3, once again a really quick mention just so we could get to the actual list. We've actually from no more than 48 hours ago something called Battle for Ascalon. This is a real-time strategy, in fact quiet, heavily inspired by the Warcraft series. Frankly, I don't know if it'll go down in the next couple of weeks or something because of the copyright stuff from the Blizzard, but currently this game is going through a pretty good phase for a mobile game, and it's mainly really good. Be it the graphics, the gameplay, just the diversity of it all, and it's also all the way free at the moment, with literally no bugs that I've heard of. Getting past the rookie area, Square Enix just announced a complete story of Final Fantasy VII on the mobile devices, going by the name Ever Crisis. According to them, the story of which then unfolds through these episodic installments as a single-player experiences as standalone games. The first of which is going to be released very shortly, probably in about a month. This is actual gameplay. It'll be a mix of old classic Final Fantasy VII mixed with the new generation graphics and some cutscene stuff. Check it out. Ever Crisis will also be a free-to-play game all the way. If you're into card games, specifically the old Hearthstone, I would say you're in luck, cause the same dude in charge of Hearthstone is actually developing another fine-tuned card-based superhero game featuring all DC Marvel Universe heroes going by Marvel Snap. This honestly caught me by surprise. I don't even know where this even came from, but it's really identical to Hearthstone in core gameplay. Just keep it in mind, this game's set to be released October 18 this year.
Kneel before Galactus.
Now listen to me, I would say if you've ever played the old Clash Royale, or I'm assuming you've seen or heard about by now, you're most likely to be familiar with the formula, at least, of a game called Warcraft Rumble Arclight. This is actually Blizzard's tactical tower defense itself, a single and co-op player IP that's been rumored since March this year, and it is finally releasing in about a month from now. Here's a trailer. This game is scheduled to be released by the end of 2022 after another beta.
It's a time for everything.
Next up, we've got Rainbow Six Mobile. Guys, the game technically isn't out worldwide or just yet, but has been through a few betas. Now, for those of you new, this is the old tactical first-person 5 versus 5 person formula, but this time around for phones with some shrinked graphics, some bite-sized graphics. Check it out. Ubisoft went on and confirmed that the game will be coming to both platforms, iOS and Android. It is now ready to be pre-registered, and another beta is taking place around November this year. Alright guys, this came to me personally quite a bit as a surprise, cause for the life of me I've just been wondering since the sequel came out, why the hell isn't this one on phones yet? But finally, we've got word that Little Nightmares, which is perhaps the best platformer of all time, if there were no such thing as Playdead's Inside, however, is also making its way to mobile devices later this year. Guys, take a look. This is a horror-themed mystery platformer, and the game's at the moment literally fine-tuned to perfection. Also, it is by Bandai Namco, which is a great supporting developer. Now, Torchlight Infinite, on the other hand, frankly, for those of you who've been let down by Diablo Immortal or just a cash grab part of it, is also on the way for both Android and iOS devices, believe it or not, to hype things up, developers of which even brought some force from Blizzard Entertainment team for some addiction addition to the old formula. This game's only rumored to be released in December. It is now available for pre-register, and another beta is taking place on October 12th this year. It looks like we're finally getting a legitimate Harry Potter game for phones as well, very soon. Now, don't get your hopes up that much. Guys, it's not a mobile version of the open world action RPG Hogwarts Legacy, but an online mobile card battler RPG, something going by Harry Potter Magic Awakened. This game is already available in some Asian regions, but worldwide it's going to be out in about a month from now. You can now only pre-register the game on the Google Play, and this is it. That's it. Take a look. Guys, and last but not least, we've got Prize Kingdoms. Honestly, I've just included this one because the game's really cute. Not a realistic looking game, in case you're not cool with that, but this is a very, very, very good board game. One with a ton of mini games to share with your friends to play solo. The trailer over here is just 1% of the game's content, so do make sure to give this one a shot yourself, see the combination, discover stuff, and remember this game's actually online only.